So the biggest 3 months in e-commerce are right around the corner. Q4, or what we like to call October, November, and December. Right now we're on the cusp. We're just starting to get into that time of the year. You already have wanted to do your planning for Q4. What are you going to do for Black Friday? What are you going to do after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas? You should have a solid plan in place well ahead of time. So what do you do? Like, what are the main things that you should have ready for Q4 as an e-commerce store? You want to make sure that you have your landing page or your website ready to transfer over to whatever special you're going to be running or whatever promotion you're going to be running. Of course, you have to have inventory, right? But second, I'd say would be, have you built out those email sequences yet? Have you thought about what you're going to do for those email sequences? Text sequences, SMS is more powerful than email today. You can also be thinking about building that list ahead of Q4, ahead of Black Friday, so that when you launch it, it's going to be successful. And then I'd say the last is like thinking about ads. Do you have some special ads that you've created, especially like video style ads? I think video is super powerful in 2025. Make sure you're using video ads. What are the top things that you can do as an e-commerce store to prepare for Q4? Make sure you have plenty of stock and that your stock's already sent in. Some of our clients are on Amazon. You don't want to be sending your stuff into Amazon in November. Receiving and getting your packages listed live on FBA can be really slow. Make sure you do it early as possible. The second thing that you got to think about, what are you going to do for promoting? What's your promotion going to look like? And when are you going to start it? So I saw this trend a few years ago with Black Friday, where Black Friday wasn't starting anymore on Black Friday, but it was starting like on Thanksgiving. And then before you knew it, it was like starting on Monday. And now I've even seen it where it's like 2 weeks before, there's brands already doing Black Friday. And so what I've seen is sort of this move in the e-commerce world where a lot of people are doing their promotions right after Halloween, even way before Black Friday. And the argument is that people haven't spent their money yet. And so we can really get a lot of sales if we do a great promotion in that stretch between the beginning of November and Black Friday. So I have seen that work where it's like pre-Black Friday or early Black Friday or Black Friday preview. That can work really well. What you don't want to do though is get to like Black Friday and you've exhausted all of your different ideas for sales and you don't really have anything to promote through Black Friday weekend and Cyber Monday, because those still traditionally do generate the most dollars. One of the things that you need to really watch out for is what you're doing for your promotions. So we often run into this problem with clients where they're just constantly discounting their entire store. So it's like everything's 20% off or everything's 30% off or 35% off everything. And I think if you use that and you pull that card too many times, it starts not to work very well. Because your customer is always like, well, then, I mean, everything is always 35% off because I had it was 35% off for Black Friday, 35% off for Labor Day, 35% off for the 4th of July. What I actually think works better is using sort of a special strategy where it's like you have certain items that are maybe highly discounted, very similar to what they would do in the old Black Friday of like Best Buy. They would have these sales and there would be certain items that were really a great deal. But not everything was a killer deal, but a lot of things were good deals. But having special sale pages that have these special sale items. And one of the things I really love about using that strategy is you can add additional items to the sale during the sale, which gives people another reason to come back and look at the additional items that you've added to the sale. It's a great way that you can get more bang as far as with your marketing communications. Roll out, have this tiered sale where you're putting in new items. It's actually worked really well.